over 6 weeks until America heads to the polls as President Trump up against the Democrats' Joe Biden. But a gaffe from his own vice presidential nominee, Kamala Harris, has reignited the question on everybody's lips. Is Joe Biden the real presidential candidate here?
A Harris administration together with Joe Biden as the president of the United States, the Biden-Harris administration.
Harris-Biden administration is going to relaunch that effort and keep pushing further.
He today said Harris-Biden because he thinks she's president. Harris, and someday you'll have to explain that one to me.
Time now for my international panel. Well, joining me from Adelaide, former Foreign Minister Alexandria Downer. You're subbing in for James Morrow. I forgot about that. I'm delighted to have you tonight. And also Senator Cory Bernardi. Well, South Australian doubleheader. There we go. Cory, I'm going to start with you. Joe Biden, if he does beat President Trump on November 3, will America actually get Biden, or is he the stooge for Kamala Harris?
Well, I'm glad you asked the question and you played the gaffes that Joe Biden made, because he's making so many of them. And realistically, any critical assessment would be that he's not mentally fit enough for the job at hand. And that means you would have Kamala Harris pulling the strings behind the scene and presumably assuming the presidency. But it was also belled by Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez today, who said that they would push Joe Biden in the progressive direction they wanted to go. So you've got the extreme left that are using Joe Biden as a puppet, and that's very, very dangerous, I think, for America. It's dangerous for the West, and I really hope that Donald Trump will prevail come November.
Alexandra, I'll come to you on this Middle East deal, but what's your comments on that too, this whole point about Kamala Harris?
Well, I think it goes to a slightly different point, and that is the competence of Joe Biden. I think it's quite a surprise that the Democrats end up by choosing a candidate like Joe Biden. And it put him in debates, put him in now.
Very vulnerable, and you're already seeing signs of that. So the first debate is on the 29th of September, and I think it'll be very interesting to see on the 29th how he goes against Donald Trump. But that is a point of huge vulnerability for Joe Biden. And quickly, I just make one other point. A Biden administration, which may very well happen, will be all over the place. There won't be strong leadership from the president at all. It will be very fractured, a very diffuse sort of a show. There will be very left-wing people, and there'll be very moderate people who are in it as well. And when they'll agree with each other and whether they will, who would know?